Koala slashes jobs. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's have a look at this article from news.com.au about mattress company Koala cuts 30 Australian jobs amid economic uncertainty. Now, I've only heard of this brand from, frankly, the advertisements they've placed all through YouTube. Yes, I'm too cheap to pay for YouTube Premium. So, well, would you consider buying a mattress online, maybe a discretionary purchase, maybe a bit of a luxury that you may cut back on? Or you might keep that mattress that you have going a little bit longer, just tough it out, you know? That spring's broken, oh, you'll deal with it. Oh, well, you find another way to keep going. I'll just sleep on a pile of blankets for a week or two. Student life, eh? Anyway, so let's have a look at this. Mattress company Koala has laid off 30 Australian staff, with the bedding business shooting down claims of plans to list on the stock market. So, I mean, they were going to list on the stock market? Wow. Would you invest in that? I guess everyone needs to sleep. How big is their demand for delivered mattresses? To be honest, the last few mattresses we've all bought is just from IKEA, the little foam ones. They're usually fine for the kids. Popular Aussie bedding and homewares company Koala has laid off 30 local staff due to unstable economic conditions. The company shot up in popularity, particularly during 2020 and 2021 lockdown periods. Okay, so again, we're seeing, this seems to be a common story. It's where a company that went gangbusters during lockdown because everyone was forced to stay at home is now facing reality. So, they'll have to cut back on the people. I wonder if the CEO here at Koala is going to cry, make someone else fire people and then have a little cry on LinkedIn. That's what we do these days now, apparently. Anyway, it had competitive pricing, being all online and offering 4-hour delivery to metro areas. What? 4-hour delivery? Well, that's insane. It makes sense, though. I guess if you've got a factory in each warehouse in each city, you just chuck it in a courier and get it there. Now I'm understanding why it's popular. I've started doing more online shopping just because the time you save from having to go out and get something. For us going to IKEA to get a mattress or a bunk bed, it's a mission. We take all the kids. It's like a family event. And you always spend more, don't you, when you go there? However, just like many other companies, supply chain issues, inflation, and surging interest rates have taken their toll. A Koala spokeswoman told the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age that uncertain economic conditions had resulted in 30 Australian staff members being made redundant last week. Describing the former staff as amazingly talented, she said the company was supporting them with an outplacement service and professional connections. And, that's what you have to do. This is business. Sometimes you're going to lose your job. Sometimes it's through no fault of your own. It can hurt when it happens, but that's just the game. In architecture, it can get really bad. I know firms that fired like 50 people. What was it? Mirvac got rid of their entire architectural team, all of them, in like a couple of days. I remember when Buckham laid off 50 people on one day, just because of how the economy is, what happens with projects. And you dust yourself off, you get up and you step up and keep going. You don't have a CEO that cries. Sorry, I'm going back to that, but that just got me really angry, that guy. He got me really angry. Come on. It's disgusting. You man up and you take responsibility, and you help the people that you put on the curve. According to the company's website, Koala has more than 200 employees. The company also confirmed it had consolidated its offices in the inner-city Sydney suburb of Alexandria after previously having employees located in the CBD. News.com contacted Koala for comment. It isn't just the Australian staff that have been impacted, with 10 roles also being made redundant in South Korea following an expansion to the region last year. The spokeswoman again told the publications economic uncertainty was behind the move, along with the need to reduce our startup costs in the market. For the near term, our operations in Korea continue as we explore more efficient ways to service the market. The Sydney Morning Herald and The Age also cited claims from multiple industry sources that Koala had explored the possibility of listing on the Australian stock market before abandoning the plan amid the recent technology downturn. It's a mattress company. How's it a technology company? I mean, everything is a technology company. What was that one that listed the whole bloody where you rent a office in the city and they're just a glorified landlord? I can't even remember anymore. They were going nuts. It's not Afterpay. It's something similar to that. I'll remember it after I finish recording. Anyway, let me know in the comments, guys. But, they're pushing as a technology company, but they're not. These are mattress sellers that are doing efficient delivery. Is that a technology company? Is there anything? What's the moat here? What is the moat that they have? Maybe they've got a bit of their early adopters, but wait, what about when you can start buying mattresses from Amazon Prime, getting it delivered within 2 hours or 3 hours as well? Is it that special? How often do people buy mattresses? How often do you buy them? They last for years, don't they? At least I thought they used to. The spokeswoman for the company strongly denied these claims. Like any private company with proven success as a market leader in our categories and markets, we are fortunate enough to receive countless inbound introductions from potential investors. They see the opportunity for Koala to continue to disrupt the global furniture market. Okay? Well, she did not offer specific figures, but said Koala's margins would double those of some of its competitors, adding that the decision to offer furniture and other homewares has led to incredible growth in non-mattress sales. We will continue to invest in our operations across Australia and Asia, the spokeswoman said. In October 2020, Koala copped significant backlash after announcing it would cease manufacturing its mattresses domestically and make them in China instead. Well, I missed out that entirely. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's insane to be manufacturing in Australia when it's so much cheaper than China. If you doubt it, just look at Alibaba or AliExpress. Look at the cost per unit for some of these things you can buy. It's just nuts. It's business. This is the thing. Everyone is a globalist at the checkout. I don't care what you say. Just have a look at Dick Smith and his failed, Australian branded products. Everyone is a globalist at the checkouts, and it's going to just be exacerbated by times getting tough. Check out my HeiseSays international channel. We've got UK inflation going up to 15%. And tomorrow we'll do a video about people having to give up their pets or abandoning their pets because they can't afford to live or can't afford to maintain them because cost of living is going up. So what are you going to do? If you're a Bunnings and you need to buy something, buy a tool, are you going to buy the Australian-made thing or the imported product? You're going to go for the cheaper product if you need to. Staunch supporter of Australian-made products, Harvey Norman Executive Chairman Jerry Harvey. What? He imports all his shit. How? Well, come on. If you want to get more stuff made in Australia, you've got to deal with a lot of stuff, and they're not in my backyard crowd. Energy prices, the fact that there's a whole culture of just throwing money at property and seeing it double, triple, quadruple. Anyway, saying the name of the company implies the product is made domestically. Yeah, well, anyone selling imported mattresses are doing it because they can make more money. The marketing is dishonest. They're pretending they're Australian. Well, they've got warehouses in Australia. That employs Australian. It creates Australian jobs. I mean, come on. The retail giant's co-founder said overseas imports made it harder for local companies to compete in bedding and furniture. Because you're getting more value for your money. Everyone. There's nothing wrong with buying something that's imported that's cheaper if you need to. I mean, do I have the example here? Hang on, I'll check. Up here. Hang on. Here. Handles. Hang on. Let me merge that here. These are door handles for glass doors in our retail shop. when we had an office in a retail area. We had glass doors. We paid to get these handles locally made. We didn't buy something off the shelf because we wanted it looking nice. Now, it cost a lot more than getting them imported. There's 4 of them. I think it was like $1,500. And they stuffed it up too. The initial finish they have was coming off, so we had to change it and get it redone and powder coated it because they'd stuffed it. So that's why I don't have glass doors, but I'm keeping these bloody handles. I'm going to put them on my front door one day when we get the house finished, the lower story, because they're so expensive. But that's Australian made, everyone. All of the timber, well, no, sorry, about half the timber that you see behind me in the bookcases, that's all plywood. And we would source it from our office. We'd source it from a local place up the road. Now, it was a higher grade plywood than the cheaper imported stuff we'd get at Bunnings, but it was much more expensive. So depending on where something was going to be, we made a boardroom table for meetings with clients just out of a big one solid piece of ply, and we just stained it and put some nice legs on it. That was the nice quality stuff. But all the desks and everything was just the cheap stuff from China. We stained it and standard it. Because you got to think about these things. There is a cost difference. So yeah, this is the thing, guys. Don't feel guilty if you have to buy something cheaper from overseas. It's business, it's competition, and it's taking care of your family first. Mr. Harvey said his store predominantly sold made in Australia bedding, supporting local companies such as Sealy, Sleepmaker, and AH Beard. When it was established in 2015, Koala marketed itself as a retailer of Australian-made furniture with a strong focus on sustainability. However, most of its manufacturing has now moved to China and Europe, with the company deregistering itself in 2019 from using the Australian-made trademark. The decision to cease production of mattresses in Australia will provide significant innovation and quality. No, it'll mean it's cheaper for consumers. That's what it will mean. Koala said the move offshore would mean it would have greater influence in cultivating sustainable behaviors in its manufacturing and supply chain. Oh, come on. What? Oh. Do people believe this bullshit? What's the volume Koala's going to have compared to some other manufacturers? We are always in search of the best manufacturers, suppliers, and makers around the world who meet or exceed our environmental and sustainability standards and conduct assessments to support this, a spokeswoman said. So there we go. I mean, let's have a talk about this. So Koala have sacked 30 Australian jobs, and good old Harvey Norman Jerry is angry that they're still using the Koala name when everything's manufactured overseas. But that's just the breaks sometimes. That's business. People will pick and choose how they shop. And if you can't afford to pay the premium for locally manufactured because, other countries have competitive advantages, take advantage of it. There's nothing wrong with that. And like I say, everyone is a globalist at the checkout. That's when reality hits the ground. If you can afford to support locally manufactured products, or you want to you think there's a higher quality, fantastic. For certain jobs, for certain components, we will try and specify Australian made so that it would be hopefully easier to replace, repair, or fix damaged products. I just had a client pick up some equipment, one of our scanners to rent, and I'd finally gotten my carbon fiber tripod working again, which is much lighter, stronger, and easier to use than the other camera tripod I was using. But I had to wait months for a component to be shipped from Italy because nothing's made or stored in this country. There you go. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Thank you all for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan, make sure you check out our other channels, Heise BIM, and, you're on HeiseSays, but HeiseSays International. If you want to support us financially, you can via YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy a Pocket Squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays.